Hey lovies, thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. So as you can see from the title, today I'm going to be sharing with you how I make my DIY Shea Butter Whipped Pudding. And as you can see here, I have my ingredients. I'm going to go through each one with you. So I have my extra virgin olive oil, my grapeseed oil, I love this stuff, my castor oil, vitamin E oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil, and the star of the show, which is African shea butter, 100% natural. So we're going to be using all these ingredients, and right now I'm going to show you what we're going to need to actually prepare it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I have all the things that we're going to use to help prepare it. I have my blender here. I have the shea butter, of course, in 1 cup, a glass clear bowl, measuring spoons. You're going to need a regular spoon as well as your container to put it in. We have a pair of scissors, and I'm going to show you at the end what we're using that for, a Ziploc bag, and yeah. So let's go ahead and let's start this. Okay, so we're going to take our shea butter in 1 cup. That's all you need is about 1 cup. We're going to go ahead and we're going to dump that in our bowl. Use your spoon to scrape it out if you can. Try to make sure your shea butter is room temperature or at least a little bit soft, because as you can see, there's like some hard pieces in there. So we're going to go ahead and put that in our bowl. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to use 1 teaspoon of our coconut oil. Keep in mind, you can use whatever oil you have that works best for your hair. I'm just using these oils. So we have 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. We'll go ahead and dump that in there. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, let's pour that in there. Then we're going to use 1 teaspoon of jojoba oil or jojoba oil, however you call it, which is really good because jojoba oil mimics our natural sebum oil, so that's good. We have our grapeseed oil, 1 teaspoon of that. And we have our castor oil. I love this castor oil. So we're going to go ahead and dump that in there like that. And now we'll use our vitamin E, 1 teaspoon of that. Pour that in there. Good. Now we're good to go. Let's head to our blender. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to dump this in the blender. Make sure you put everything in there. You want to make sure you get all that oil and everything. Don't waste anything, okay? So we're going to use our blender. If you have a hand mixer, it will work really well. I don't have a hand mixer, so we're going to just use the blender and see how this goes. Okay, so I went ahead and I blended it up a little bit. But what I noticed was as I was actually blending it, y'all, the shea butter kept sticking like to the surrounding, around the blade against the lining of the blender. So I'm going to just go ahead and scrape that out, right? Because it's not really working. And this is the first time me actually trying this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape it out and I'm going to put it inside. So you see all this big chunks is still left in there. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and scoop it out and I'm going to put it in my glass bowl and we're going to do what we know how to do best and whip that thing up. Okay. I'm going to try my best to actually try to smash some of those pieces, the little chunks and stuff that was still in there. And we're going to just whip this up. Make sure we get it nice and smooth. We want it to be like a pudding, kind of like a whipped butter. So it could be nice and fluffy and soft. As you can see, it's becoming nice and smooth. Just continue to whip it. If you have a mixer, hand mixer, that'll be perfect. Get your Ziploc bag. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to scoop this into our Ziploc bag. Okay. I'm going to try not to make a mess because I don't have nobody here to hold the bag for me. So I'm going to just dump this in here. Okay, scrape that off with your butter knife. Make sure you get everything inside the Ziploc bag. Scrape, scrape, scrape. This could be really messy, but I'm trying to do this, as neat as possible. Okay, make sure we put that in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and close your Ziploc bag. Try not to trap any air in your Ziploc bag, so make sure all the air is out. And then you want to make sure the shea butter gets down into the corner of the Ziploc bag, okay? And then we get our container, because we're going to put it in the container. Get your scissors, and this is what we're going to use the scissors for. you're going to snip off the corner of the Ziploc bag, okay? So we'll be able to squeeze out our shea butter, okay? So go ahead and just squeeze that out. Put it in your container, okay? You want to make sure you get it all out of the bag. Let's not waste anything. Just like that. Yep. Make sure you knock the container a little bit so we could get it to level out and even out in the container. And then proceed with squeezing the rest out. Just like that. Yep. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And yeah, and even if you leave some left over in the Ziploc bag, that should be fine. You know, don't worry about that. So yeah. So go ahead and we want to knock that a couple of times. Bam, bam, a bam, a bam, bam, a bam, a bam, a bam, bam. Make a beat out of it, y'all. Bam, a bam, a bam, bam. Okay, good. We're done. Okay, you want to go ahead. See, nice and fluffy. It looks so good. Put your lid on it, and there you have it. Yep. I hope you guys go ahead and give this a try. I'll show y'all how I'll use it in my next video. Be blessed. Bye-bye.